So in this video, I'm going to give you a system or a feedback loop you can use to get better at golf. So if you don't know me, my name is Andrew. I've learned from a lot of the top teaching pros, and I've used that to help my students get better. So the feedback loop or sequence we're going to use is first we're going to see a problem. So the ball is not going exactly where we want it to go. From there, we're going to figure out why. After that, we're going to figure out how to fix it. Then we're going to practice to acquire that skill, and then you'll get better. So the more skills we acquire, the faster we do that, we get better much quicker. Just like anything in life, the more skills you have, the better you get. So in a skill in golf, could be putting your hands on the grip correctly, could be correct posture, it could be correct sequence, just anything that helps the ball go more where you want it to go. So an example for a complete beginner could be they can't hit the ball. Why? Many reasons why, but we're going to pick their grip is bad. How to fix it? We're going to give them a sequence and feedback on how to put their hands on the grip correctly every single time. They'll practice it, rep it out, and then they have the skill to grip it correctly. So then they're hitting the ball a little bit better, and then you'll pick something new, and they'll work on that, acquire that skill, and get better. So an example for, let's say, a better player, this person is the problem for this person is they're hitting low pulls. So why is that happening? Their chest is too stacked over their pelvis at impact. Why is that? They're too stacked at setup. So how are we going to fix that? We're going to give them feedback drills so they get it correct every single time. They'll rep it out. Now they have that skill of having a correct pelvis versus chest gap at address, or a sway gap can also be called. So then they'll be hitting the ball much better. So if the goal is to get better, we want to spin that loop faster and faster. We want to acquire skills. And then here are the 3 ways to do that. 1, using an instructor. They'll help you figure out the why and how to fix it much faster and much more accurately. If you try and do this by yourself, you might get it, or you might pick the incorrect thing. So let's say for the guy that's doing the hitting it low and left, they might pick any number of things like sequence or grip or just anything. Even though it's currently correct, they might work on the wrong thing, change it, and actually get worse and more frustrated. Number 2, way to spin this faster is to use feedback. So either through video or through something like Sportsbox AI that puts numbers on what you're actually doing so you can see if you're trending in the correct direction. And then 3 is just practice putting reps in so you get that skill much faster. So once we acquire a skill, doesn't mean we'll have it forever, and doesn't mean that we never have to work on it again. So here's Scotty Scheffler, number 1 in the world, working on the same things that that complete beginner was working on in the earlier example. So he's got a molded grip. He's checking his hands versus club head every single time. He's just making sure he's got that down every time because it makes such a big difference in the way and where his ball goes. So to summarize, you'll see a problem. You'll figure out why it's happening, how to fix it. You'll practice to acquire that skill, and then you'll hit it better. And we'll just try and get this spinning faster and faster so we acquire skills faster, so we start hitting it better more often.